Hello and welcome to this training video for enrichment volunteers who are working with the remote volunteering. This video will give you some information about how to use Google Docs to upload documents and create documents. So first, you're going to start in your volunteer folder. You all should have a link to your volunteer folder. Now you can see my volunteer folder is empty, but your folder will probably have a couple of files already in there. The first thing you want to do is to go over here to the New button. You will click that button, and then you can see here you can create a folder, you can upload a file, you can upload a folder. You can create a Google Doc, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and then there's an option for more, and you can see all of these many options here. So the first thing we're going to do is create a folder. You click Folder, and then you have the option to rename it. After you type in the name, you click Create, and ta-da, you have a new folder inside of your volunteer folder, and then you can go inside that folder and add files if you like. Okay, going back to my main volunteer folder, I'm going to click on New, and now I'm going to upload a file. So I'll go here to the File Upload option. I will click that, and you see this opens up a window that allows you to search files that are on your computer. So you just go to wherever you have the file stored. I'm going to select my file, which is called Test. You see this is a spreadsheet, and then I'll click Open. You see down here it says Uploading, and then Upload Complete. I'll just close that, and ta-da, it has uploaded my test file. And then if I wanted to open it, I could just click on it like that. Here in the Open With box, I can tell it to open with Google Sheets. And here it has opened up my test spreadsheet. And everything is just the way it was on my computer, so it just transfers all the information directly over. It's pretty simple. Okay, I'll close that, and we'll go back to my folder. Okay, and then next we'll upload a folder. So we'll click Folder Upload. And then it gives you another window to search your computer. So you just choose the folder you want to upload, and then click Upload. And then you'll click the Upload button. You can see this one has 24 files. It'll take a really long time to upload, so I'm not going to do that. But the process is completely the same for the document we just uploaded. You'll wait for it to upload, and then the folder will appear. All the items that are in the folder will also appear. Depending on how large or how small your folder is, this could take quite a long time, or it could be really quick. It just depends. In general, I recommend that all volunteers, instead of creating documents on your computer and then uploading them to your folder, I ask that you just create the documents directly in your folder. And to do this, you'll go to New, and let's say you just wanted to create like a doc file. You go to Google Docs and click on that. It'll ask you create in a shared folder, and it says the created item will have the same sharing permissions as the selected folder. And you will click this option to create and share. And then you see here it is creating a Google Doc for you. You can click up here where it says Untitled Document to rename it. Inside you can type your messages, your notes, whatever it is that you want to type. You'll see that you have many of the same options that you have on like your Microsoft document files, things like that. Most of the options are pretty much the same. And you'll just use this to type up all your notes instead of doing it using your computer's program, whatever program it is that you use. Um, this is really good because it allows all of the volunteers to maintain um, the same type of documents, so I don't have to worry about if someone uploads a file from their program that they're using, and it's some kind of third-party software, the document doesn't translate over well into Google Docs, and then the formatting gets all confused and messed up inside of the document, and then you have to like go back in and reformat. This kind of avoids it. So if you just use the programs that are already built into Google Docs, it's much easier and much faster. Okay, let's see. I'm going to close this. All right, the other option, we'll go back to this new button. The other option is to create Google Sheets. This would be your spreadsheet option. So you click that. Again, you get the same notice, create in a shared folder. You'll tell it to create and share. Again, the page loads. It looks like your normal spreadsheet. Up here where it says entitled spreadsheet, you'll click and type in the name. And again, you have the same options that most spreadsheet programs have. Um, Everything that's typed into your Google Docs or your Google Spreadsheets, they're all saved automatically. So you don't have to go like to File and then Save. You don't have to do Control S or whatever your shortcut is for your computer to save a file. If you see here, it says all changes saved in Drive. Notice every change you make is automatically saved in Drive. So you don't have to worry about it. Google saves it for you. So every time you click or type anything like that, it automatically saves. And that's really nice because you don't have to worry about losing information because you forgot to save and maybe your computer suddenly shuts down or your internet goes out or things like that. It's automatically saved for you. The other reason this is really good is because we have the comment option. So you can add comments, and then whoever this document is shared with can see your comments and respond to them. You can ask questions or make statements or whatever, and you can basically keep a running tab of all of your comments here in the comment history button. You can see, and 5 or 6 people could access this one document at the same time in real time. We could all be having a conversation right here in this document through the comments. We can see who's been accessing it, what changes they've made. You can look back through the history of the document. And it's just really nice, especially when it comes to training for our program and for asking questions. And that's why I really recommend that all the volunteers use the Google programs that are automatically built into Google. Okay, and I'm just going to close that. I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, and so after refreshing, you can see all of the files we created. Now for the other options like Google Slides and all of these other programs, in general, these are programs that you don't really need to use for this volunteering position. Um, if you want to experiment with them, you're welcome to do so. Some of these could be useful to you. Google Jamboard can be kind of fun if you want to save like a bunch of images and words and articles and things all in one kind of page. If you think like a vision board or something like that, that's the idea you get with Google Jamboard. You can have a whole lot of things in one space. Um, But overall, we don't really need to use these programs, but they are there just so you know. But the basic ones you will use is to create a folder, to upload a file or folder from your computer, or to create a Google Doc or Google Sheet within Google. And again, it is recommended that you use the Google Docs and Google Sheets instead of uploading a file from your computer. Another thing to note is those files that are uploaded to or from your computer, once you upload those files to Google, they will convert into a Google Doc or a Google Sheet, in which case, it will operate as if you created a Google Doc or Google Sheet in your folder. Um, and it will allow you the same capabilities of making comments and that kind of thing. But then the file will not be updated on your computer. So if you make changes here in your volunteer folder, the original file that's on your computer will not reflect those changes. It will still be that same file that you uploaded, 3 weeks ago or a month ago. Um, so that is something important to keep in mind if you're trying to work, from your computer and then switch over to Google Drive. It can get kind of confusing if you keep going back and forth. Let's see, I'm going to open this doc back up. You can see here, last edit was 7 minutes ago. This is really nice so you can know the last time your file was accessed. Um, this is especially useful, like for me, if I'm looking at a volunteer's spreadsheet or a volunteer's document and I want to know how active they've been. I can look at the last edit and know, oh, wow, they haven't accessed this file in 2 months or something like that. So that's very helpful for the program administrators as they look through the volunteer folders to know who was doing what, which is something we can't do if you're using the file directly on your computer. It could look like you're completely inactive if we don't hear from you, with emails, and we don't have any uploads or documents being created in your volunteer folder. Another option here, after you've created your document, if you want to download it to your personal computer, you can. So you go to File and then Download. And these are the options for downloading. So you can create a Microsoft Word document or PDF. Those are the most common ones that people want to use. And that will allow you to take the file that's here that was created in your volunteer folder and access it directly on your computer if you would like. But again, once you download that file to your computer, any changes you make directly on your computer will not be reflected to the same file that is on your in your volunteer folder. So all of the back and forth can be very confusing. That's why I really recommend, again, that you keep all of your files, all of your documents in one place, and that preferred place is inside your volunteer folder. All right, just going to close that. Okay, and so I believe that covers all of the possibilities with this new button. Another way to access files or upload files and add files is to just go directly into the white space of your folder and right click with your mouse button. And if you right click with your mouse button, you get the same options: new folder, upload files, upload folder, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. Okay, so the exact same options, it's just another way to access it. So again, you can use this new button here, or you can right click with your mouse to get the same menu. It just depends on what you prefer. All right, that covers this very brief video on using Google Drive. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to email the Family Services Coordinator. They can guide you and direct you towards some more tutorials, maybe some other videos, or answer your questions directly through email. Thank you for watching, and thank you for volunteering with Enrichment Foundation.